Right, I'm sorry. We're back. The mic shouldn't do that stupid noise anymore. How is everybody doing? First of all, let me know if the mic has any issues, but it should be solved. Happy Friday to you all. What were we saying? We've got a very important game tomorrow. A game which I think it will be tempting for a lot of us fans, and let me put a very big exclamation mark on the players to underestimate, because I really don't like sounding repetitive, but every time this team plays against a minor club, I get goosebumps, because I really do fear that the players have a lack of concentration in these games because they feel superior, when in reality, speaking about superiority, speaking about supremacy right now is not the case. The league table says it's not the case, because in fact Lecce are ahead of you in the league table, if I'm not wrong. So tomorrow's game is the game of our life. Tomorrow's game needs to be the game of our lives, because we need to get out of this situation as fast as possible. We need to pull ourselves out of this crevice as fast as possible. It's not nice to be here for us fans. It's certainly not nice for the players, the manager and the club to be around this situation, to be deep down in the league table. So tomorrow's game, we need to win. We need to get 3 points. You know, I'm really like, you should not be asking for anything else other than 3 points tomorrow. We need the 3 points like water in the desert, like ice in the summer and like heat in the winter. We need 3 points tomorrow. So we need to get them. No ifs, no buts, no maybes, as I keep on saying. So yeah, I want to speak about this game. I want to speak about them, of course. I want to give you my predicted 11. I want to give you a typical match preview. I want to start off with them because I want to speak about Lecce. I want to speak about them. I want to speak about the change of manager that they've lived, because they have changed manager. And I want to speak about something which I mentioned yesterday, which I'm going to repeat again, because I think it's fair to repeat it when we are living such moments. In the meantime, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get going. Right, Lecce changed manager, and they appointed Marco Giampaolo, who a lot of people will remember. A lot of people will remember because he has managed in the Serie A before. He was the manager of Sampdoria when they had that good run. He's a manager which knows how to get the best out of his teams in difficult situations. That would be my description to describe Marco Giampaolo. In the first game as Lecce manager, he got an equalizer in the 94th minute against Juventus. So, you see what I mean? Lecce are hyped up. Lecce are a team which you have to give it to them, because for the way they've constructed their team, this is a team that should have been relegated ages ago. It's 4 consecutive years that they're in the Italian league, in the first division of Italian football, and it's a result of good transfer sessions, proper transfer cycles, and having somebody up there in the board which knows Italian football, knows what to get the best out of his scouting department from, and they have built a lot of very interesting players. I already mentioned my favorite player of Lecce is Patrick Dorgu, Danish, very fast player, very ductile and versatile player. He is kind of the biggest threat that I would point in their team. But speaking about the team overall, when we speak about these teams, I mentioned this yesterday, but I think it's important to repeat this again. When you look at the league table right now, the odd one out down there is you. It's not them. It's you. You shouldn't be there. You hadn't had to be there. And you are the problem. You know, when you look at the league table and you read Roma 16th, Como 17th, Lecce 15th, and all of that, it's not Como, Parma, and Lecce and Verona who are in bad positions. It's you who are in bad positions. It's you who have had a bad season. And I say this because in these moments, in these games, a team like Lecce is way more readier than you to know how to fight for relegation, because they start the season off knowing that they will need to save themselves from relegation. This is not the case for Roma, which is why, as much as the quality depends on our side, because it does, because at the end of the day, we won't get relegated. The chances that we're going to get relegated are very, very low. Yes, because we've got the quality, because one of our players, it literally is as equal to their entire starting 11 in terms of transfer value. It's not that. We've got the quality, but they have got the experience to know how it feels, how you behave, and how you react in moments like these. And which is what makes these next few games very tough games for you. Extremely tough games for you, which if you have a little span of concentration below the mean, it's the end. It's the actual end. So that is what I will say about them. They're not. Look, at the end of the day, it's the quality which will count. I am convinced that we will win tomorrow, because I just cannot picture us losing again or not winning again at home. The enthusiasm got back going. I was there on Monday against Atalanta. I didn't film a video, but it was a packed stadium. Ranieri brought the enthusiasm back going, especially after that Spurs game. It's now about clicking and bringing this enthusiasm and giving a sense of stability, yes, but I'd rather call it consistency to this enthusiasm that we have, which is why I think we will win tomorrow. As always, there's the fear of jinxing results. No, I think if you don't win tomorrow, then the situation would become undescribable. And I think we're going to win tomorrow. I'm not too convinced whether we are going to convince tomorrow, like winning convincingly, but we're going to win tomorrow. And frankly speaking, we're at that stage where I really don't care how we win. Of course, winning confidently helps your morale more than a 1-0 win. But at the end of the day, right now, we only need results. Right now, a 1-0 win or a 3-0 win, it changes anything. It's the 3 points which count in these tough times. It's the 3 points that get added to the league table. And it's ultimately the results which are going to make us breathe and climb outside the relegation battle. Which is why I come speaking about us. Now, I saw a good team for a majority of the game time on Monday against Atalanta. I saw a very convincing team last Thursday in London against Spurs. And I saw a pretty convincing team defensively last Sunday against Napoli. I think it would be a lie not to say that Claudio Ranieri has brought improvements. You look at improvements through results. Spot on. But there are improvements in the confidence of the team. There are improvements in the organization and the layout of the team. And I think not admitting this is lying to yourself. There have been improvements. There have been, I think, the most improvements that I've seen come on an organization layout point of view. The team now knows how to structure itself properly. The problem right now is scoring goals. The problem right now is who scores the goals, how we score goals, and why we're scoring so few goals. That's the problem right now. The moment you start scoring more goals, it will be an exponential with results. Ranieri spoke in the press conference yesterday. Ranieri said some very interesting things. Ranieri spoke about Pellegrini and how I think Pellegrini will start tomorrow. In fact, he spoke about Dovbyk and said that Dovbyk isn't fit and that Dovbyk shouldn't have started on Monday against Atalanta and that it was a risk for Dovbyk to start on Monday. I highly doubt Dovbyk will start tomorrow. He's in the team, he is, but I highly doubt that he will start because of what Ranieri said in the press conference. He said that Hummels is back from the little injury, and he said that Cristante is not back, which is interesting because this game is the first game in 958 days that Cristante has not been included in the match list. Which is interesting because Cristante never gets injured, and Cristante is a player that many managers from Mourinho to De Rossi always had pivotal in that midfield. After 958 days, Cristante is missing a game because of an injury. Not that Cristante would have started in either way, in my opinion. But look, my predicted 11 is this. My predicted 11 is Dybala as a false 9 to cover up with Dovbyk. My predicted 11, this is also based on what Sky Sports have said, sees a change in formation. I think we're going to switch back to 3 at the back. But instead of playing with a 3-5-2, we're going to play with a 3-4-2-1, which I think is better when it comes to scoring more goals, because a 3-5-2 completely isolates your strikers. 3-4-2-1 probably assists whoever plays up front more. So I'm going to go with Svilor in goal. I'm keeping the solid back 3 of Ndika Mancini and Hummels. In the midfield, I'm going to go Angelino on the left, Paredes and Kone, who need to start right now. They are clearly the fittest, and they are clearly the readiest to start. On the right, I am benching Cilic. Yes, surprise, surprise, for Alexis Saelemaekers. He can play in that position. He's played in that position. He's played deep down. He's very, very versatile. It's about time that we use this versatility to try and find new solutions and bench players who have been average for years now. So I'm going to put Saelemaekers. I really like Saelemaekers. I think Saelemaekers is a very smart player, apart from a very, very agile player. I see Saelemaekers as a lizard. I don't know why, but Saelemaekers reminds me of a lizard in terms of agility and in terms of he's very smart. That goal that Hummels scored all comes from Saelemaekers, literally time of reaction, knowing that Angelino will overlap him and pass him the ball. So Saelemaekers needs to start. I feel like Saelemaekers is the player that we've been missing, and is the player that in this January window we should try and copy. We need fast players. We need agile players. We need to stop being this sterile and passing the ball around and not doing anything. You need somebody who gives an electric shock, and he can be it. And I want him to start. He's ready to start, and I want him to start. And front 3, I'm going to go Pellegrini back in the starting 11 with El Shaarawy next to him and Dybala as a false 9 with Dovbyk to rest. Sule coming on, and Baldanzi. Again, I would start Baldanzi, but Ranieri isn't a fan of Baldanzi up to now. This doesn't mean that he won't get many minutes in the future. But yeah, why does my mum shout so much? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Nobody's in the house and she shouts as if she's got 20 guests in the house. Does this happen to you too? It's incredible. It's incredible. I hate when people shout when there's nothing to shout for. I bet you that nobody's in the house apart from me in this room and her in the living room. And I would not be surprised if she's shouting to herself. That's something that my mum does a lot. My mum speaks to plants. Can you believe that? I'm not joking. My mum speaks to plants. Whenever she gardens, my mum speaks to plants. And whenever I get given the job to water a plant and I forget to do so, she actually apologizes to the plant. As if the plant is actually going to go, oh yeah, your son is a little bitch. He hasn't given me water. Like, I don't get this. Please tell me that my mother isn't the only mother who does this, because otherwise I'd be very worried for her. Okay, I don't know what that went. I don't know what that tangent went from, but what were we saying? Okay, front 3. Pellegrini and El Shaarawy. Pellegrini to get back starting. You want to know my shout? Pellegrini will score tomorrow. Call me crazy. Pellegrini will score tomorrow. Game of our life. Dovbyk isn't there, so Dybala needs to take Dovbyk's spot. Pellegrini needs to take Dybala's spot, and he loves to play in that position. He hasn't been playing much lately. Get the confidence back going. He hasn't been using social media much. Get the haters away. Tomorrow, Pellegrini will score. Mark my words. If you like betting on these little random events, put $2 on Pellegrini scoring tomorrow. Clip this, because if Pellegrini scores tomorrow, he will score. It's the Pellegrini game tomorrow. It is. Trust me, he is. He's been kind of transcended Ranieri's magic these past few days, and Ranieri needs him to reflect all of this magic that he's been kind of transcending into him tomorrow in the game of our life. I see a Pellegrini goal tomorrow. In fact, I'm gonna put $2 on it, because now that I've said it, it'd be very, very cool if it happens. So I'm gonna put Pellegrini and Ashrawi together and Dybala as a false nine. I said this yesterday. I'm not a fan of Dybala as a false nine, but I'd rather Dybala as a false nine than Shomurodov up front. Dybala, Pellegrini, Ashrawi is a creative trio. I expect chances tomorrow. I want chances tomorrow. And you know what I want? When I'm speaking to Paolo tomorrow, you know what I tell him? I tell him, shoot from outside the box. Why don't you do it anymore? You're so good at it. You've got one of the best left foot in the game. Why aren't you shooting from outside the box anymore? That's what we need. You know, we need goals. Dybala's got a magical foot. They've got Falcone in goal, which against us normally turns into Prime Casillas, so I would not be surprised if he does so tomorrow. Having said this, last few things on the game is... oh look, real quick, I forgot. There's a flash deal on soccerdealshop.com. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description below, because it's available 6th December and 7th of December. So you don't have much time left. So get it done, because in about 24 hours it will expire. It's a flash deal. Real quality kits. You know that Dybala third kit that they send me? It's top quality. If you're playing Secret Santa with football kids with your mates, or if you're thinking about Christmas gifts, Christmas is in like 20 days. So get your presents back going, and there's a flash deal on Soccer Deal Shop. So make sure to scan the QR code or hit the link. And somebody's calling me. This stream is a mess. I'm sorry, this stream has got no structure whatsoever. Somebody's calling me. My mum's shouting. We had mic problems at the start. I apologize, but I know that you guys like these real crude streams sometimes. I apologize. Last thing which I will say is little comment on the game. I would say that tomorrow you need to dominate absolutely everything. Like tomorrow you need to... I want to see a win, and I'd be contradicting what I said 5 minutes ago. But what I want tomorrow is to see a convincing performance. Something that the only time I saw this season was in London against Spurs. I want to see a performance of a team that is not living the moment that we're living. And okay, you're like, well, if my uncle had 3 balls, he'd be a flipper. I agree. It's very easy saying these things. We need to play this game as if nothing happened, and as if we are not in the position that we are. Forget what happened. It's hard to forget what happened, but try to forget what happened and try to play this game with the same mental relaxation as we had in April. Or better, stick to current themes. Play this game as if you don't win this game, you're gonna get relegated. Imagine the scenario. How do I, fan, expect you to play if relegation depends on this game? I expect 11 lions, I expect blood, I expect fight. Well, this should be and should act as the game of our life. Because if you don't win this game, then, I keep on saying this, but it's going to be a tragedy. Play this game as if you're about to go down, as if it's the last game week and relegation depends on this game. How are you going to play? That is the solution to tomorrow's game. I want you to play like that. And then, of course, I'd like to copy that in every single game, but I know that I'm asking too much. You know, with that being said, I want to win tomorrow, and at the end of the day, I'll be happy if we win 1-0. I won't lie. But I want to see a convincing performance. They are living a good moment. They've just equalised last minute against the Juventus, which, you know, is massive for a team like them. So, altogether, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, I need to shut my mouth. Play this game as if your life depends on it. It's a tough time. It's a very tough time. It's a dark time. One of the darkest times that, in fact, the darkest time that I've lived in 19 years as a Roma fan. Let's hold hands, because tomorrow I want to see 11 vampires on the pitch. 11 lions on the pitch. It's the game of our life. I'm not embarrassed saying this because it is. Roma Lecce shouldn't be the game of our life. In the current circumstances, it is. React from the mistakes that you've made and win the next 5 games, League, Coppa Italia and Europa League combined. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. We need a tot of games that we get points from. Otherwise, this momentum will never grow. Simo, do you think Bove will return to its home Roma after the loan spell? No, because apparently agreeing to put the pacemaker in his heart, unfortunately, if that is the case, then Bove cannot play in Italy anymore, because Italian bureaucracies are very tough. Italy is very tough when it comes to these medical rules, and it's a very similar case to Ericsson. This hasn't been confirmed, but apparently many people are saying that Bove has accepted to put a heart device in him. Obviously, health is paramount, and if that's the case, Bove will not be able to play in Italy anymore. He will probably go somewhere. Somewhere else in another league. But yeah, I'm so devastated with him. In fact, the second I don't want to spread like fake rumors, so I'm not going to post the video, the little clip that I edited for Eduardo, until the official rumor of him agreeing to put the pacemaker in him is out. I don't like spreading misinformation, especially when it comes to these delicate topics. The moment the news of him accepting, confirmed the pacemaker in it, yeah, I've prepared a little like 40-second video for him, because you know how much I loved him, you know how much I admired him, and you know that players like Bove are the players that I respect and like the most. So humble, who have got nothing to lose, who played for their local clubs and who gave it their all best for their local clubs. Right, I'm gonna catch you tomorrow. In fact, yeah, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we win big. I'm sorry for the crude stream today. Everything happened. You know me. I know a lot of you like these little moments, but yeah, I don't. Remember, Soccer Deal Shop, there's a flash deal on it. Available until tomorrow midnight. Scan the QR code or click the link. Available from the 6th of December to the 7th. So be quick, purchase your orders, because the kit that they sell are top quality, and you can mark my words on this. Is it too early to try and get Pep? Didn't Pep sign a new contract with Man City? If we part ways with a player like Dybala, we will be a below average team. These team doesn't have players who can create. Season opener tomorrow. Indeed. Does the club have any offers that fans can meet the players? I have no idea. Maybe they do. Have a check. Have a read on their website. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow. Match reaction and vlog tomorrow indeed. So hit the like, enjoy your Friday. I'm gonna put my Christmas tree up right now. So yeah, can't wait. Love you all. Bye bye. Simo out.